Hello everyone, so today I tell you top 5 best PS5 and Xbox Series X. Before we start, please subscribe my channel for tech videos. The best monitors for PS5 are the ideal companions for the next generation console. Though managing to get a new PlayStation 5 is still a tall order for most, many gamers out there have been able to get their hands on one. If you're one of the lucky ones, then it's time to invest in the peripherals and accessories to bring out your new console's full potential, starting with a proper display. While your current monitor or TV might be able to get the job done, to experience the PS5 as intended, you need to invest in a gaming monitor that can showcase it at its best. That means getting something with a 4K resolution and 120Hz refresh rate, as well as HDR support, which requires a display with those specs, and an HDMI 2.1 port. Anything less than that and you're just not seeing what your console is capable of. It doesn't matter if you're diving into one of the latest games or binging your favorite show on one of the best streaming services. Plus, on the off chance that you might still be using a 720p TV or display, you'll have to upgrade anyway, as PS5 doesn't support any resolution outside of 1080p in 4K, with 8K support likely to come with a future firmware update. To help you upgrade your PS5 setup, we found the best gaming monitors for PlayStation 5 for you to choose from. With our price comparison tool included, you're sure to find the ideal one for you at the best price. Number 1, Acer Nitro XV282K. The Acer Nitro XV282K XV is an excellent gaming monitor. It has a 4K resolution with a 144Hz refresh rate, and it's one of the first monitors to include HDMI 2.1 inputs, so you can reach its full refresh rate over an HDMI connection. It has native FreeSync variable refresh rate (VRR) support, very quick response times, and low input lag for a responsive gaming experience. The large 28-inch screen and 4K resolution help deliver crisp images and clear text. It has an IPS panel with wide viewing angles, meaning it has a low contrast ratio. There's an edge-lit local dimming feature only enabled with HDR content, but it performs terribly and worsens the picture quality. Lastly, the monitor has fantastic ergonomics as you can swivel it a full 360 degrees on its round stand. The Acer XV282K KV is excellent for gaming. It has a high 144Hz refresh rate which you can achieve over HDMI, thanks to its HDMI 2.1 inputs, but you need an HDMI 2.1 compatible graphics card. It supports FreeSync VRR to reduce screen tearing. The response times are very quick, so motion looks smooth, and the input lag is very low. Sadly, it has a low contrast ratio that makes blacks look gray when viewed in the dark. The Acer XV282K looks like other Acer Nitro monitors, like the Acer Nitro XV272 XV. Although it's for gaming, it has a pretty simple design that won't stand out in an office environment. It's mainly black and made with a mix of matte and glossy plastic. The Acer XV282K KV features the same round base stand as some other Acer monitors. The column is metal, and supports the monitor fairly well. The Acer XV282K KV's build quality is decent. It's all plastic except for the metal column on the stand. The screen feels stable on the stand, even during ergonomic adjustments. However, the plastic on the back feels cheap and flexes easily. Also, the bottom bezel is thick and feels flimsy too. Overall, it's well built, and there aren't too many glaring issues, but there's nothing premium about it either. If you want to buy, link in description. Number 2, Gigabyte AORUS FE43U. When a gaming monitor hits 43 inches, you might simply wonder why you wouldn't buy TV instead. Larger models are much cheaper than this after all. It's a question that took a while for us to answer, but the Gigabyte AORUS FE43U certainly offers things that most monitors cannot, and which standard TVs struggle with. Sitting up close to this monster initially feels like you're a naughty 2-year-old staring at the TV from way too close. For office applications, especially, you'll need to be turning your head side to side and up and down to see from one end to the other. The 3840x2160 resolution is just sharp enough for regular office work, but only just. The lower the normal pixel density means you can see pixelation in lettering where you shouldn't if you don't get your Windows scaling settings right. To be frank, this wasn't ideal for extended working, as the regular head movement gets wearing on your neck, shoulders and eyes. Nonetheless, there were times where spreading several, fully open documents across the screen at once became a productivity boost. That aside, this being a gaming monitor means it lives and dies by its gaming performance. Quantum dot generated colors are bright and vibrant. The 144Hz refresh rate, with 1 millisecond MPRT, keeps motion smooth and fast in frantic shooters, and this is enhanced by VRR, variable refresh rate, to stop graphical tearing. There's also ALLM, auto low latency mode, which tells the screen that a console is connected, and requires a low latency connection. The AORUS FE43U screen is technically matte, so it's nowhere near as glossy as a regular TV, but it's not quite as good at reflecting glare and eliminating reflections as some monitors. Still, this is only really an issue when a screen goes very dark and you end up looking at yourself. In this regard alone, it will attract some buyers. Large screen displays without the gloss are hard to come by, and this can be a key reason for choosing a large gaming monitor over a TV. We found that office work was best if we picked a quadrant and stuck with it. With the correct magnification, text and spreadsheets were perfectly usable, and it was good to be able to have secondary applications just to glance away on another part of the screen. Looking around regularly fatigued our neck and strained our eyes a bit too much, however. But once we got into the swing of things, it was fine. We also found that working with the low-powered green preset image setting was best for work, as everything else got very bright very quickly. If you want to buy this, link in description. Number 3, Asus TUF Gaming VG289Q. The Asus TUF Gaming VG289Q monitor certainly has a lot going for it.